So I just met this guy, and he's had his bike for a month, a little baby Repsol, and he seems like a cool guy. So he said, I said, which way are you going, left or right? He said, well, I'm thinking about going to an onsen. I said, well, if you get in, I'll get in. So we're gonna go to an onsen together. Never met this guy before. Gotta get naked with him pretty soon. Kinda. Dozo. You know, actually a little 250, a little Repsol 250 looks like a fun machine. I've been kind of breaking the speed limit today, so slow is fine. He said he's only had the bike for a month. So he's like, I said, do you mind if I take your video, you know, on the way to the onsen? And he's like, oh, no, I'm so bad. I've only had the bike 1 month. I said, don't worry about it. You know, everybody is a beginner sometime. You know, everybody, I guess let's talk about, oh God, this guy's my savior. Pulling over, thank you. Blink, 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 blinker, thank you. Okay, so especially I think in the sport bike community, everybody's egos are so big. Everybody's worried about impressing everybody else. You know, whether it's skill or the type of bike that you ride. God, I don't know why everybody's so concerned about it. We all ride for the same reason, and that's to have fun. And it's not fun to have somebody being a dick about riding style or whatever. You know, I personally, I like having a bigger bike. And you know, it's not about ego. It's cool to me. I love the sounds they make. I love even though I will never ever take this bike to its limit, I love knowing what it is capable of. The engineering behind it is awesome, but you can have a lot of fun on a little bike. Ooh, I'm gonna go wide. See, look, even like, just because I'm on a big bike doesn't mean I know how to ride it, because I go wide in the corners all the time. I chop with my throttle all the time. I'm getting better. It doesn't help that I'm freezing ass cold right now, but you know, just because somebody's got a big bike doesn't mean that you owe them any more or less respect. I guess, you know, I take that back a little bit, because in some countries it's difficult to get the license for a big bike, and in a lot of countries, you know, you've got to kind of prove your skill as a rider to get your bike, or at least, you know, if anything, it proves your dedication to the sport. So this guy, I don't know, I kind of felt like he was a little nervous, like, really, you want me to go ahead of you? You're on the 1000cc bike. And it's like, dude, I don't care. So, you know, don't pull up to a guy at a stoplight and think like, oh shit, I'm on a 250 and he's on a twin turbocharged Hayabusa, because that doesn't mean shit. God, this road is fun. These colors are beautiful. For a long time I didn't like being the guy in front, and I can understand how he's feeling, because when you're in the front, you know, you're the pacemaker, and I hate feeling like I'm ruining somebody's day. Like, you know, when there's a bus in front of me and he's like fucking up my really awesome riding day, I don't want to be that guy to my buddies that are behind me. So, you know, I prefer to be riding in the back. I'm probably going to be riding back at nighttime on this windy road. I don't know how I feel about that. I was looking at my demographics, and for a while there, the United States was like 50% of my audience, but now my foreign audience has actually gone up quite a bit, and Japan is surprisingly 33% of my audience, which is badass, I think, because I don't know, just sometimes I feel a little bit weird being the foreigner here. Sometimes I feel like people look at me and they think, God, why is he here? Why is he doing this? Why is he the way he is? But it's kind of cool that, like, the subs and the views from Japan are kind of a little bit validation that, you know, things are meshing, I guess. 11 kilometers to the onsen we're going to.